Yeah, this feels good. Got my chair. Let's get this set up. It's all crooked and stuff. That's just what it is. Crooked and stuff. Check. That's just what it is. Crooked and stuff. All right. All right. So this beta test is it's a talking one, and we're gonna talk. Well, maybe we're not gonna talk. It might just be me talking to myself. So basically, the atmosphere is like we're in a restaurant. We're in a jazz restaurant, actually. And there's the mood right there. And we're just sitting across from each other. Now, we shouldn't be outside, so we're doing like a virtual, simulated conversation. So, yeah. So, my battery, I think my phone's going to last about 45 minutes. So, we're going to see what happens. Nothing's planned. If you got questions, just type them. You got my undivided attention. Hopefully, it doesn't freeze, but it might. Yeah. So today I was cleaning out this box. I lived in this space, this house right here, for about a year. Today is a 1 year anniversary. Yeah, this could have been the video. 1 year anniversary. Anyway, in this box, there's all these papers from forever. Like when I go home, I always take stuff to come back to Japan and scan it or whatever I have to do with it. And it's just been sitting in that box for about a year. So I open it up, boom, all these papers and all that shit. And I found my old report cards, right, from like fourth grade. I think it was third, fourth, sixth, something like that. My early ass report cards. And it was saying that it says Matthew is a very difficult and troubled child. He doesn't pay attention in school. He doesn't get along with his classmates. He gets angry very often. I'm like, damn, I don't remember any of this. Vaguely. Maybe I was. I know I get angry. People don't believe that. Like, I do get angry. I get angry like super fast, you know? But it's weird because it was saying I'm stubborn and I don't like when I'm focused on something. I don't like people, teachers interrupting me, and really none of that's changed. I'm still the same way. But I'm working on it. Like you see the books I be posting if you follow me on whatever. And I don't know, I came a long way. Still got a long way to go. I still get angry. And I still don't get along with people. It's strange that I'm like I do stuff on social media. The social media is the place where everyone got an opinion and they're always trying to tell you otherwise. That's where I ended up. I also remember vaguely, I used to tell stories when I was in elementary. I used to basically do what I'm doing now. But it was just weird. It's like a blast from the past. Yeah. quarantine. Technically, I'm not quarantined. In Japan, we could still leave the house and stuff. We shouldn't go to parties, clubs, and things like that. They are closing down, but we can leave. So I've been doing these chocolate runs or soda runs where I just run. Oh, I walk, but go down to the convenience store, get a Kit Kat or something. Yeah, we're gonna just. I mean, if this is a metaphor, right? Imagine you're in a restaurant. Well, we're in a restaurant. The Marilyn Monroe restaurant. The Marilyn Monroe restaurant. So this setup right here, the computer's in the other room, and we're just working with all this stuff via Bluetooth with a controller. Let's say we don't want no more background music. Background music is gone, but we want background music. Let's say it's kind of lonely in here, because right now I'm the only one in here. We could turn up background for the crowd. So now it's just me and the crowd. So there's a book, Steve Martin. He wrote a book, Stand Up and Be Proud, Stand Tall and Be Proud. I don't know, I forget the name title. But this situation is what he talked about. He's like, he's a comedian, old school comedian. He was like, he used to get on stage and perform when there was no one there. So this is what it's like. There's like just me. But I got 40 minutes and I'm gonna rock the shit out of this 40-minute set. Figure it out. You hear that? I give myself claps. The clap? Alright. So I just finished watching It, the movie It, Stephen King. And it's scary, man. I was watching it the whole time, like, cause I live alone, man. I sleep in the dark. I don't have no night lights or any shit. So I don't want to be like getting up in the middle of the night and shit. So I was watching the whole time like this. I saw the first one in the movie theater. It's a beautiful movie. I've never seen a horror movie that was filmed that way. Like it's a beautiful the colors. I've never felt that way about a movie, even those like ones that are known for their cinematology. I don't think it's cinematology, but yeah. So it was really a beautiful movie. It was scary, but you know it wasn't that scary, but it was scary, right? It's the clown, man. He's not scary. He's kind of weird. I mean, he has his moments, but at the end, I got all like, that was hard for me, the ending, because I'm looking at it, and you know it has that, you know, there's a group of kids. They grow up, they come back together, and you know they kind of drifted apart. Life happens, and that shit's real. Like that's scary because it's happening now. You know, I live in Japan, and my people that I grew up with are in the States, families, and, you know, everyone has their own problems. And as you get older, people, whatever, and it just that part I couldn't watch the ending. It was like I was kind of choking up, but I watched the ending because you know I did. But it was weird. It was hard. I mean, the first thing I want to do is call them all up and be like, "Hey, man, you good? You okay?" But I don't know. We don't do that. Maybe I don't do that. But yeah, so that was that. I recommend it if you haven't seen it. Another movie I watched yesterday was Double Tap, the zombie movie with the people. I'm sorry, I'm bad with names, but Double Tap, the Isley, the dude who played Bill Gates, no, Steve Jobs. No, he wasn't Steve Jobs. He played Superman. No, he played Luthor. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, maybe he did. Was he in? Wait. He did play Steve Jobs. No, he didn't play Steve. I don't remember. My bad. Maybe he did Facebook. Yeah, I think he was Facebook. I think. Anyway, so the movie's great. That's going to like one of my top 10 favorite movies because I've been following kind of 6 year, really like your style. All the best. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was Elvis impression. Thank you very much. But yeah, the movie was great, man. And I found another thing I liked about it. There was this how do you how are we PCing it about these days? There was a white girl. Is that how we say it? I don't know. I'm in Japan. A Caucasian female. There was a woman of a bright complexion. Don't know, but there was this woman, and she was the girl who was in the freezer, pink. And when he ran into her, she's all like, "Oh my gosh!" But the thing is, I know I guess Valley girl accent, but she wasn't doing a Valley girl accent. Like it was, I don't know what it was, but it was intoxicating. I like it. I want to meet someone in real life. Of course, I don't think I could talk like that. Have actually this happened. This actually happened. I was this was 2 months ago. She was Japanese and she didn't have a Valley girl accent, but nevertheless, the conversation went like this. I was testing out wireless headphones and all this shit, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, what are you doing?" And I said, "I'm testing out the wireless microphones." It's like, "Why are you doing that?" I'm like, "Cause I'm trying to make a show where I use the wireless mic, so I gotta test it to see how it works out." It's like, "Oh my gosh, why are you doing that?" It's like, I just explained it. It's like, "I don't understand." I'm like, "Well, just, just wait." Now you might say, what was she doing there? Because I invited her. Because, I need a person. Like all these beta tests, I can't do it by myself. I need to like have someone there to kind of test it. Like imagine if I was the first person to make the what is this? Bell tap tap bell tap tap. Shit. What is that? I don't know. Telegrams. I guess it's called telegrams. Yeah, old school telegrams with the. So I'd be doing one of those, and then I have to run my ass all the way on the other side of the country to intercept it to see if it worked. Basically, that's how I do shit. It sucks. So anyway, I brought her there. I asked her to come so she could help me, but all she did was ask these questions. And at one point, I was sitting there explaining for like 40 minutes because I'm like holding the stuff, trying to do it, and she's asking these questions. I'm getting annoyed. Eventually, I'm like, "Yo, just sit over there and don't say anything." I said that. I know. I did. Because she was annoying. What can I say? She was annoying. And I've never heard from her again after that day. Yeah. But yeah, back to the movie. She's like, "Oh my gosh." you're like old or something. I don't know. I can't do it, but it was. But then the other woman, um, she was the one who was inside the Elvis Presley hotel thingy. Wow, she is beautiful. She's my Halle Berry. I mean, Halle Berry. I don't know if I'm a butcher of name, but Halle Berry, Mrs. Berry. Is it Berry? Belly? Oh shit! Wow. I hope she's not Halle Berry. HB. All right, HB. She's beautiful, but this lady, I don't know her name. She was also in the movie with that one black dude or TV show Marvel. He's bulletproof. They canceled it after 2 seasons. Um, Cottonmouth was the Blade, the new Blade. That's how my brain works, man. But she's beautiful, man. That smile, that you might see her picture on the wall if I can find her poster. She's sexy, man. She's sexy. Have to hurry up and get famous so I can like holler at her. I don't know how that's gonna work. I also am watching Joker. I rented 5 DVDs. Yeah, in Japan we still rent DVDs. For those who are on the East Coast, I think Blockbuster, but you know, place where you rent physical DVDs. So I got 5 because it's cheaper than to go on iTunes. That's what I usually do. I rent the movies for $5.99 to watch it in Japan because you know there's this 2 month gap at time. But at the DVD store, it's like one. You get 5 DVDs for $10, so it's like $2 each. So I got 5. I got Double Tap, the zombie one. I got It. I got Joker. I got Us, and I forgot the other one. What was it? I watched it too. It was a funny one. 'Cause I was saying to myself, all Joker, It, Double Tap, they're all like kind of. But the first one was Jumanji. I'm not a big fan of what's his face. The short black comedian guy. He got into an accident. He's always doing things with The Rock or Dwayne Johnson. I mean, he's funny. He has his moments. But anyway, so he's in it, and The Rock is in it. I like him, man. I don't know him personally. I don't know if I want to hang out with the dude, but you know, his movies, like in this one, he's not being a like I like it when he's playing a parody of himself. I like when actors do that. They're known for this, but then they do that. So that was cool. Yeah. So yeah. Movies. I also been working on music. Actually, not working on music, but like going through the presets of different plugins. And yesterday I went through like thousands of drum loops. I got thousands of every type of. I got drum loop, right? This playing right in the background is my jazz collection loops, and right now I have it in live, and it's just cycling through forever, which is dope. 'Cause like if I just want to hear just the bass, bring it back in, like it's interactive, man. Man, sometimes I wish. I mean, it's again my fault, I guess. I wish I had people to geek out with, like I try to explain some of the concepts or the ideas I have, and it's just like, yeah, I don't think that's possible, or, huh? I wasn't asking you if it's possible. I'm telling you, this is what I'm gonna do, and I can see people being lost when I speak, which is weird. Well, it is what it is. It's still annoying though, like, cause, like, the other day, I bought this plugin. It's called. Well, I ain't gonna tell you. Well, It wouldn't even matter. Well, anyway, it's called Movement, right? And it's supposed to do stuff. I watched the videos and then I bought it and it doesn't do anything. It's like you can't get your money back, but I really do want my money back. But there's no one I could have asked. I don't know anyone who buys plugins. Like the plugin, all it does is move stuff, but it didn't move anything. But yeah. So I need to find geeks. It's not even a geek thing, because I could care less about the technical aspects. Oh, this is a Pentium 5374. I don't care. I don't care. I like what I like, you know? I'm very particular, you know? I want the move. Anyway. Yeah. I saw something that was disgusting. Well, disgusting to me. Not disgusting, but it's interesting. About a few years back, Yahoo said that this woman, we should check her out. So, because Yahoo told me, I went to her Instagram, because I'm always checking them out. So here's this woman, and she paints these pictures of females in female situations. Like she draws these females having their period, or she draws like, this is what I think I look like when I wear a thong, but this is how I really am where I'm wearing a thong. Like those kind of things. It's kind of, I guess there's a market, because you check the comments, people are like, yeah, that's exactly how I feel. So what? Everyone got their market. I'm still trying to find mine. So I'm watching her, right? Watching her. And she does this thing like almost every day. It goes, hey guys. Well, she's writing this. Sometimes she makes a video. And it goes, hey guys, I need you to support my Patreon because I'm not doing really well. I can't work. So, actually, I don't know if she talks that way. And it seems like I'm condescending. I'm just saying. She's asking her people who watch her to give her money so she can continue to draw these photos. She says it takes a lot of work for her to draw these photos and blah, 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 blah. And then people are in the comment section like, I just sent you money now. Oh, we support you. And I guess I'm jealous. I guess that's where it's all coming from, if I'm being honest. I don't think I'm jealous. You know what I like? I like when I get a paycheck every month from my job. And I like when it's all digital, but you know, I go to my bank statement and there's money in there that I worked. And I got 2 jobs. So that means, actually I got 3 jobs. That means there's 3 paychecks coming in. Boom, boom, boom. Like that's a good feeling. I don't like it, but I like to pay my bills and still have money, but it's not a money thing. I'm just saying I like earning the money. Now I guess she's earning the money by asking the people to support her. But yeah, it's a surprising. When I was in business school, we learned about OPM, other people's money. I think I talked about this because it's just mind baffling. I was like, yeah, I want to do this, so I'm going to ask people to give me money, and then I'll do it. Now, it's probably a better way than how I do things. My way is, I want to do this. I'm not even going to ask anybody, and now I don't eat for a week, or this bill doesn't get paid for a month, or some shit like that. And then I get it. And then the idea is, well, after I have it, then I can figure out how to get the money back. It never works that way. And I understand why people do it the opposite way, because nothing's guaranteed, man. Just the other day, 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, someone hit me up, said, hey, man, how much you charge for photos? And I said, I charge this much. He said, oh, that's great. I like to have you shoot me. Gotta be careful now. I'm out here shooting people. I would like you to take my photo. I said, all right, cool. Just get back to me with the details, and then we could set it up. They never got back to me. Now, I think part of this is on me, because I should be relentless and be like, hey, so how about this? But I just left it up to them. Like, tell me what you want, and then I'll make it happen. I think they wanted me to make it happen, and they'll just pay me. But this is just my way of thinking. I want them to be happy with the product they get, so they should tell me what they want. But yeah, you'll learn. I'll learn eventually. So, yeah. I'm curious if it's freezing, because it's freezing on my end. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Well, it's not that funny, but like this is the I want to talk to y'all people, and there's no one to talk to. But so it seems like there's one person in here besides myself. So one person, if you're in here, thank you. It's just you and me and Marilyn. You know why Marilyn's on my wall? Because I love her. Because she's just I don't love her per se, but if you watch some of her old movies, something happened. It seems like the band's taking a break. Ah, there they go. So she's just like so carefree. Now, of course, she had issues like the rest of us humans, but she people just fawned over her. She come in there, hey, can you pick that up? And they be all sweating and stuff, and like, yeah. I mean, I don't think I would want to meet a real life Monroe, because next thing you know, Ryman be sleeping on the out in the park. They're like, yeah, I gave all my money to her because she said she said she needed it. I'm a sucker like that. But you already know that. I got a video up. The people still comment on it, which is crazy because it's like 5 years ago, and they're just like, "What is wrong with you?" And they're all mad at me for something that happened 5 years ago. I get it, but yeah, you got tape yesterday. Thanks, keep it up. Took 2 months. Oh snap! Yo, thank you. That's weird though. I hate ship. I'm glad you got the tape. Thank you for letting me know. And we all love Maryland. Yes, sir. Mwah. But yeah, I mean, when you get a chance, let me know what your favorite song was on the USB thing. They're like 365. I don't think anyone ever got through all of them. This is a lot of damn songs. But anyways, just let me know. Uh, so let's see here. That's me laughing at myself. All right, I just lost my train of thought. What was I going on about? I don't know. We're gonna pivot. We're pivoting now. We're just. So I'm also reading a book about the industry. Stop it. All right, so I'm reading a book about the music industry, and it's crazy, man. Like, I read the book in high school. I went to business school. I read the books or do audiobooks all the time. And it never really, I couldn't, up and down, left and right, it never made any sense to me. But then something happened. And this, the latest book I'm reading, Everything You Need to Know About the Music Industry. And I told you, I already read this book a long time ago. So it's the second time reading, different edition, same author. And now it's starting to click. It's like, I got it. I got like it's a game changer. I say that about every book I read because most books are game changing for me, and this is just another one. And it's. I was thinking about this on the way to sort of get chocolate. So I'm learning a lot of things now, and maybe I would have said before, I wish I would have known this before. Then, but it means nothing. It's irrelevant because even if I knew it then, I wouldn't have been in the same mind state, the mind place. It's you know. So it's like it's great that I it's great that I know, but I just gotta take it as now that I know, moving forward. It's kind of like uh, Endgame, Avengers. If you take something from the past and it's gonna change and make an alternate reality, some shit like that. But basically, it's like this, right? If you give me $10, you're the record company. This is how I'm understanding it. And if you're a record producer out there and you think otherwise, but you're willing to invest in my dream, by all means, hit me up. Doesn't really happen like that. Anyway, so this is me rambling about what I read. Here we go. So yeah, let me get some more bass up in there. Set the mood. So the record company, big evil giants they are, but they're not evil. They're just giants and people are people, and some are good and some are bad, and that's just what it is. So they go up to the artist, right? Hey artist, I love what you do, and I want to make you famous. And the artist will say, well, hot diggity damn dog, where do I sign? Now you might say that's why they're stupid, but how many things do we sign in that we don't even read? When you sign up for yourself, when you read all that small print, when you sign up for Google, Facebook, MySpace, did you read all that small print? Probably not. Probably not. You remember maybe a year ago, there was this app that made you look old, and then people found out that the company is using those pictures and they're able to access all your photos, and they're based in like some other country and they have nefarious reasons. No one read the fine print. We're just not a society of fine print readers. Unless that's your thing. But whose thing is that? Hold up. I want to read the fine print. No one does. So, contract is given to the artist. But here's some of the things that is in the contract that even if the artist was looking at it, they wouldn't understand it. For example, the contract will say something like, we will give you X amount of all the monies earned in America. That makes sense. You might negotiate, I want more, this, da, 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 da. Now, you probably don't know that you're going to make money in Finland. How would you, in your mind, you're from the hood, right? Or you're from wherever, but you're in the hood. You're not thinking of someone in Finland who's going to listen to your music. You never been to Finland. You don't even know no Finnish people, right? Right. So you're not even thinking about that. So it could be right there in bold print. We're going to take all your money from Finland. But you wouldn't even object to it. Another thing they're going to say is, we kind of know this. If we make the video, if we do this, it's coming out of your future board. Most people know that because a lot of our favorite artists got screwed. TLC, they had their $1 million video. It came out of their pocket. Don't go chasing water. Well, they did, and then they had the thing. All right. But how about this one? The record company has a provision about space. Space. Above and beyond, or beyond and above. I don't know what Buzz says, but you know Buzz. But there's something in there saying that all territories, including space. Why? Because someone argued the point. Like, a lot of it is they did it this way and someone screwed them, so they did it this way to screw them, and then someone came along and like it's that, this kind of thing. So it's like, it goes back to what I'm saying. Even if you knew you wouldn't know because it's evolving. Like contracts, business is like a living organism. It's like a virus, and it just keeps growing and mutating. Now, when I'm reading this, that's how I see it now. It's not something to be feared. It's okay, okay. Once you understand what you're going against, so you really now I don't. Who knows what the future may hold for rhyming? Like the stuff that I'm doing. You rapped on one of my beats, walking around with soccer glad. Yo, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. I'm gonna start rapping on beats when it gets warm and we can go outside. Cause this new setup, this new microphone on the head like this, ka-cha, ka-cha. But yeah, so record labels are evil because I won't say evil. Record labels are record labels. They're not good. It's like money. Money's not good or bad. It's just a thing. But people could be good or bad, and they might change the perception. But I'm halfway done with this book, audiobooks, 20 hours. I just basically nowadays I put it on and I just clean a part of my room. I can't clean my house in one day. I just have too many little things to do. Like this little thing I'm doing right here, testing the mic and all this jazzy background. Yeah, I probably could have been done cleaning my room already. Yeah. So I'm reading the book on business, and it's just crazy like that. So now, so what? Another thing, samples. I like to sample because I've been sampling for like 20 years. But it just seemed like that's like a no-go. Like he was saying, if you have a song with 3 samples in it, I usually never sample 3 songs for one song because it's just whatever. But just imagine if you did. One person could say I want 40%, another person can say I want 40%, and another person say I want 30%. That math doesn't even add up, but basically they have the right to tell you how much they want to take, and you got to pay it. Now this, what's playing in the background, this is royalty-free loops. I could flip this all day. I ain't got to pay nobody except the first time I paid for it. So that's the direction I'm going to go in, because that's annoying. Plus, I'm in Japan. That's another thing. This book is all about American law. They talk about foreign territories, but I need to get the lowdown on Japan. Because Japan is where I'm at. Because these laws, they suck. But if I'm on the receiving end, like one of you nice people would steal my music, I can just go to my lawyer that I don't have and be like, hey, do what you do. And then next thing you know, I'm getting paid nothing because I'm pretty sure anyone who's stealing my music, who's watching me, doesn't have money to pay the lawyer fees. So, but you get my idea. If some big company steals my work, then I can get a payday because of the way the law's set up. It's for and against, All right, switching gears. Here. Relationships. So I've been single for the past. I've been dating every now and then, but I've been single. I haven't really found the one. Yeah. Well, the reason I'm talking about this right now. So the other day, one of my FWB, but it's a weird thing to say FWB because I don't have no FWB. Because she's not really a friend. We don't talk like that. And benefits? Maybe she's an FB. For those, yeah, she's an FB. But I don't even like Buddy. She's not a buddy either. Anyway, We ain't talked for a long time because she's annoying. In fact, I kicked her out of my house once. I was like, you got to go, because she was just being annoying. I gave her an ultimatum. I said, get the hell out of my house and don't ever come back. And then she left. Fine. But then she came back. And I'm a softie when people cry. I don't like people crying. Well, it depends who. It depends what happened. But in general, tears kind of stop whatever I'm. Anyway, so she came back. She cried. We made up. We were all friends. And 1 year ago, she was actually helping me move to get here. Or we were together 1 year ago watching cherry blossoms or whatever. Anyway, she calls me up. She's like, hey, man, are you okay? Because, coronavirus. And I live alone, so, it's kind of out the blue and, I'm alone. So, yeah, I'm okay. Thanks for calling. My mom called me, too, which is rare because I don't really talk to my mom. I mean, I got no problems with my mom. Of all of my family members, my mom and we're cool. I was telling my mom about the record business, just rambling on like I do, and I don't know. Maybe it's because it's my mom, or she's a mom, but she just has this. Cause I tell everyone whatever is on my mind, whatever is, and people look at me or listen or like I'm talking in a foreign language. But my mom, she listens, and then the next time we talk, she might call back to, oh, so did you finish the book? And I'm just like, you remembered I was reading a book? It just, like, that's a mom thing. I don't know, because other people, anyway. So this woman, she's asking if I'm okay, and yeah, I'm okay. And then within 3 seconds of 10 minutes, she's like, so, is everything working? And I'm like, yeah, the lights and water and everything. She's like, is everything working? And I'm like, yeah, my phone is working and my computer is all that. I'm not sick. She's like, is it? I was like, I was like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, you want to check? She's like, yeah. But I was like 5 minutes into the conversation, which is funny, I guess. I don't know. But she's not wifey material. And don't tell her I told you this. Like you're going to run into her. But when I do meet the one, she's going to be the first person I call it. Yo, this ain't going to work out anymore. We got to bounce. Bam. Don't call me no more. Boom. Got a girlfriend. Boom. Yeah, that's me. I almost did that before. Luckily, I didn't. I mean, I should have. Anyway. So. But she lives on the other side of. I mean, she lives close to my workplace. So it's. Anyway. Yeah, man. So that's relationships. There was one. So here's the thing. All I do, like before the quarantine time and all that. So basically, my life is similar to quarantine life. I would go to work. I would go to work, then go to my part-time job, then come home, work on music, go to bed. Go to work, part-time job, go to bed. That's all I did. Every now and then I might have a show. So if it's a show, it'd be like this. Go to work, go to the show, go to bed. Some days I might have a photo shoot and the show. So it'd be go to work, have a show, go to the photo shoot, then go to bed. So basically that's my life, So I didn't really have time to meet people. I mean, I guess I could holler at random strangers on the street. What's up? What's up? I could. I don't. Because I'm just going to work and turning it. So I spend a lot of time at work. So we have assistants or assistant Japanese teachers. We're always together. And, the longer we work together, the more beautiful they start looking. Like one day I walk in and she's just all like, "Hi, Matthew," and I'm all like, "Wow, what is different?" She's like radiating, and I'm just like, and then from that point, it's like she. And then last week she's like, "Yeah, I got a new schedule. We won't be working together." And I'm like, "No, I didn't do all that." And I was gonna say, well, you got Line or Instagram or Facebook or, can we? I can't do that because I am a strong believer in you don't shit where you make your beats. Now maybe for y'all you don't shit where you sleep. I can shit where I sleep. That's fine, but I don't shit where I make my beats. I.e., I don't shit where my money's coming from because it's just gonna get messy. So I just have to let that. Maybe I'll run into her because I told her I'm online. I showed her my Instagram, so if she's stalkerish and she's all like, "Da-da-da-da-da," she might even be watching me right now. Like, oh my gosh, he likes me. Another thing is I meet a lot of young people. I can't date young anymore. Not that I ever did, but there was a time I was on Tinder, and Tinder was fucking me up. Tinder fucked up my life. All it did was grief. The happiest day of my life was when I deleted Tinder. It's not for me. It's Yes. Kevin Hart. That's the dude. He's funny, but I don't think I could watch him like that. But yeah. So Tinder, the happiest day of my life is when I got off of Tinder. I only got on there because I was being lazy. Like I could just lay in my bed and swipe but everyone I met on Tinder ended in flames. No pun intended. But yeah, they just ended up really bad. Like so bad I had to write a song about them. If you get the tapes, you can hear various songs that are dedicated to Tinder people. I think the only one that's left is the woman I told you about, the friend with benefits. She's not really friend with benefits. She's the last one. And I don't know how and why she's still there because, as I said, we had many fights. Here's a fight we had. Tell me if I'm wrong. Now, if you're a guy, you probably are on my side. But if you're a female, tell me if I'm wrong. But again, if you're a female, you're probably going to take the side of a female. This is just how it works, right? But anyway, now I'm in Japan, so the culture is different. So there was one time I was doing this practice session, practicing my finger drumming, right? And they had this they gamified it, so every day you would do it, you get a little star, and then after a month you get like a special star, and I was up to like 2 months, and I was hitting my third month, and she came over, and she's sitting there talking to me, and I'm talking to her, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta do my thing, and I'm like, ticka, ticka, ticka. But then when I pressed end, it said, well, I don't know what it said, but I missed the day, because the day changed. So I'm all like, damn, that sucks. And I explained what I was doing to her, and she was like, whatever. So she goes, oh, I'm sorry. Now I'm a big, don't tell me sorry, because sorry won't change anything. Can't reverse time. So just let me either give me some ideas that can work, or let me just. But I'm so sorry. I'm a bad person. And the more, you should be sorry for saying sorry. So I try to let it go, just. And the next thing you know, she's in the corner. Oh, I'm trying to help you, and you won't let me help you. And I'm like, it has nothing to do with you. This is my own fault. But you telling me sorry doesn't help me feel any better, so it's better if you don't say anything. But this is how we do it in Japan. Which just sets me off because I know a lot of people in Japan, and not everyone does what you just did. So it's for you to say that everyone does this is a lie. Now you're lying to me? I'd rather you don't say anything than lie to me. It is. It's one of those. Almost any situation could turn into this kind of conversation with me. The deathward spiral. And she just keeps talking, and I know I should just shut up, but I can't. Oh, I know I should shut up, but I won't. But yeah. Well, we had a lot of those fights, and eventually we came to a kind of agreement, which I guess that's why she's still kind of in my life, because, she figured out my mannerism, and I figured out her mannerisms, and we were able to maneuver around each other's quirks. But yeah. But dating for me, I don't know, man. Like I was talking to this woman. I mean, she has a boyfriend and all, but the same response is what I usually get from everyone. She was like, I told her I'm a rapper. She's like, oh, you're a rapper? Really? I'm like, yeah, I'm a rapper. I got a YouTube channel. You got a YouTube channel? Really? I'm like, yeah, I got a YouTube channel. Can I see? Is that, I guess it's not. Like, I try to explain this to people. Basically, I'm sitting in a room talking to people that may or may not know me directly, but may have watched me for a while. Yeah, something like that. It's not that exciting, I guess, unless I can't explain it. It's a phenomenon. It's still like I'm lucky. Like again today on my chocolate run to the store, I'm lucky, man. There's a billion people right now, especially in quarantine time, making videos. So for anyone to like take time to stop by my channel and write a comment, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Every one of you, there's 3 people in here. Thank you. I'm blessed. There's a whole new way of thinking. Yeah. But because a lot of people, when you talk about YouTube or Twitter or Instagram, they're just looking at numbers. Like, yeah, I know this one guy, he got 15 billion subscribers. Like, he is so rich. Oh my gosh. Like, he's probably not rich. You don't know his situation. He got 15. Like, I got 4 people who watch me. 3. Yeah, whatever. Clout. CLOUT. Hate the word, but it's true. Is it not? Can I get some? Yeah, give me some of that. Give me some. Give me more. Yeah. So clout. It's a strange thing. I mean, I guess we always had it. It's not that funny. Make up shit. But clout. Let's stop. Actually, I did a bit. What was I doing? Yeah, I was performing and I had some claps in there, and I'm like, yeah, if no one likes my jokes, I got my own claps and laughter. And they laughed at that. So anyway, so clout. Maybe you're conditioned. Like, you remember Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, or for you modern people, living with the Kardashians. You pick anyone. So they show their life. Like, oh my gosh, I got a dog and his coat is like $1 billion. So even if you hate them, now, of course, I don't watch them, but I know who they are. But some people do watch them, and they're just like, oh my gosh, I wish I had $1 billion, and that envy, that want. But I mean, yeah. I see some people doing certain things, and music related. I want to be on a stage with like 1,000 people in the crowd screaming, rhyming, 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 and I'd be like, yeah. I haven't had that. I had a crowd of 50 people do that, I guess. But I want 1,000, and then probably after 1,000, I want 2,000. After 2,000, I want, it's never ending. I understand that concept too. But, clout, it's going to be hard for me to sell that to some promoter. Like, yeah, man, if you get me a stage, I'm going to rock the shit out of that. They need proof. Why would they just go on my word? Now, relationship, if they know me, they might. That's how I get a lot of my shows out here. Be like, yo, Rhyme, you want to perform? Yeah, sure. Done. They're not asking me, so how many people gonna come to your show? I don't know. How long's your set? How long you want it to be? Now, we're not talking money either. I don't say how much you pay me. But I did get paid once. That was crazy. He's like, do you want to perform at the show? I'm like, yeah. And then I go there, I do my thing. And at the end, he's like, we got to talk paperwork. And he pulls out some money. And I sign this. And I get like, wow, I wasn't expecting to get paid. And I was almost going to say, I would have done, I'll do it for, like the hell? No, there's some money on the table. Shit. I almost want to put a clause 2020 before quarantine. Like, if you want Ryman to perform at your event, you got to pay. It don't got to be a crazy price, but at least Ryman needs to eat. So that could be a McDonald's burger or some shit. His transportation from his house and back, so that's like $10. And just some money to say, listen, we appreciate you getting up on stage and doing your thing. But I'm scared because I don't want people to be like, then fuck you then. Because there's a lot of people who do it for free. This balance. Clout again. Clout. Bargaining. And I don't know if we can escape it. I mean, there's people who are like, people, you shouldn't be, but, and you can see this, like, yeah, man, it is what it is. And it just is what it is. It's not good or bad. It's like energy. Energy cannot what was energy? I think energy. Energy cannot be destroyed or. Yo, I just destroyed this cup of tea. Sheesh. All right. Give me 1 second. I made a mess here before it stains my carpet. Good thing I don't drink wine. But we got a shirt here. We're gonna use this shirt. Look, we didn't have to. We MacGyver the situation. Yeah, man. I don't even know how much time's left on that phone. I don't know if I'm frozen over there. I don't know what happened is happening. But let's say I'm not frozen. You should live stream a photo shoot. Well, that's. Well, I'll tell you about that one. The models I work with, not all of them, but all of them. I think I'm frozen. I can't tell. It's frozen here. See, we need a check and balance. We need something to see if I'm frozen or not. Cause let's see what happens if I pop out here. Let's see what happens if I pop into there. All right, thank you. All right, so well, I'm frozen over here, but all right. So the models that I work with, they're not my friends. I have one friend who I could say is a model. I've known her for years, and she's down for whatever if she's around, which she's never really around. But if she's around, she'll shoot whatever. I meet these models, we do a couple of shoots, and I'll be like, hey, man, I do this YouTube thing, and I'm trying to think of ways to work in some models. 'Cause I got a big range of models, and I know it would be interesting to see, And I'll tell them the idea, like, hey, yo, I'm trying to, and they'll be like, oh, yeah, that's great, you're so creative, and and then it's like, I'm trying to set it up now, a week, 2 weeks, a month later, All right, so remember that idea? Oh yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. And then now it's we're supposed to meet and talk about it, and all of a sudden, well, I don't, I just excuse after excuse after excuse after, and I'm talking, I'm paying them. I'll pay you to, I got my rates for what I, and they're just like, and there's nothing. I don't know how to do this. It's just, it's beyond me. Cause my word, like for these models, I pay them on time. I never go, oh, no excuses. Now photos, I give them the photos when I get around to it. Sometimes I can express, edit on a train and blah, 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 bam, here you go. Some of them will get them in a month or 2 or 3. It is what it is. But you'll get them, and whatever. But I would love to do that. In fact, I was gonna do this a kind of video, like a workshop, visual workshop. I mean, I shoot nudes, so it's not like I could put the nudes on streaming. It would be too many nipples slipping all over the place. But if it's a video or DVD, do people make DVDs anymore? I don't know, but USB or something. Quick story about that. So this is guy. His name is Matt. My name is Matt. We both are named Matt, right? I've been following him like when I first started shooting portraits, nudes. I Googled. He was the first person who popped up, and I bought like 2 of his tutorial video thingies. And I learned. Like when I'm talking to the models, like, how do you learn to do this? I'm like, I bought this dude Matt. I don't know the guy, but his videos helped me do what I'm doing now. I credit this man. So he last year in December he had another product. He's like, hey guys, I'm releasing a new product. This is the early one. Blah blah blah. So I'm like, bam! I bought it within like 10 minutes of seeing this ad or whatever. So there's a pre-release. It was supposed to come out in January or February or whatever. So I forgot about it. So then one day I'm like, wow, I never got that video. I paid for it. So I'm looking for it, but I use PayPal. So it goes to the PayPal email address. So I go to the PayPal address, and then it's like, here's your download. But when I click on it, it's already expired. So I hit him up. I say, hey man, can you send me that file? He sends it to me, and then whatever, life happens. So again, I didn't see it, and when I go back, expired. So then I hit him up again, like a couple weeks later, like, hey man, I'm so sorry, I didn't get around to downloading the files. Can you send it again? So he says, this is the 4th time I sent it. And I'm right, like when I write people, hello, whatever your name is, how are you doing? I even put in, I hope you're safe during these crazy times with the coronavirus. I'm a big fan of your work. Or actually, I didn't say, I just said, I hope you're safe. Can you send it again? Best regards, Matthew. We got the same names. Matthew. I said something like that. Then he sends, this is the 4th time we're sending this. Come on, man. So then all of a sudden I'm like, because again, I work with a lot of models, right? So I send them I send them drop boxes or WeTransfer, and when they download it because it says this file has been downloaded. So I know when they don't download it, and then they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, can you send it again? I'm like, okay. I send it again, send it again, send it again. Oh my gosh, it doesn't work. Is there another way you can do it? So I because relationship building. But this dude, he's just like, ah. So I was gonna tell him off, but I said this. I said, thank you for sending it. My bad. I learned a lot from your videos. They're very useful for me, or some shit like that. Thank you. So the next day, the email goes, okay, this is the 4th time. Download it. Now, no greeting. No, hey, Matthew, because we got the same name. So, hey, Matthew, I hope you're safe. Da-da-da-da-da. So now I'm just seeing red. I'm like, whoa. This is what I'm going to tell him I want a refund. Then I was like, I'm gonna download it first, and then I'm gonna tell them I want a refund. I'm gonna get on the internet and my mind's. But then I'm just like, you know what? Let the negativity go out. Now, don't get me confused with people who are like that. It's very hard for me. It's not my thing to be positive. I'm working on it. Trying to see the best case and everything, best thing in all people. It's hard. It's really hard. And those who can do it, more power to them. It's hard for me to do it. Anyways, so I download it and I say, thank you. I got the files. Sorry for the trouble. Please remove me from your mailing list. So then he responds, hey, Matthew, I'm surprised. I didn't expect this. I'm sorry to see you go. I hope you're safe during the Whatever, man. Whatever. Like, that's just some foul shit. Alright, I'm frozen now. Not on your YouTube, but wow. Frozen phones. I think this is a good test. We've been on there for like an hour. All right, we out. Pew, pew, pew.